Okay, guys, 22 days until the baby is here. Normally, I'm the one that is kind of dragging Hayley to the microphone to get this done, to make sure we're on it and we don't trip up and we finish all the days leading up until the birth. Today was a little bit different.
That's like every day. I'm always like, did we do the video?
What are you talking about? Yeah. I'm always like, hey, let's do the video. And you're like,
No, drag you over I told you, I was like, we're going to start it and then we're not going to finish it.
We're doing it right now.
Yeah, because I reminded you because you forgot.
Dude, it's a team effort. I've been programming all day. Okay.
Story of his life.
Yeah. And I was about to make dinner and I was like, oh man, I'm hungry. And then Hayley goes, we didn't even do the video. And now here we are.
Yeah, with unbrushed hair. It's going great though, guys.
You don't even need to brush your hair because you look beautiful all the time.
We went to a wedding last night.
We did.
Julia and Alex.
Yeah. Mazel tov.
I wore heels.
She brought the heels. And
I never wear heels.
As she was exiting
I'm wearing these.
So as she was exiting the house, I was like, hey, you're 9 months pregnant. Isn't that gonna be super uncomfortable? And she was like, I'm doing this for pictures. I thought the plan was to take a couple pictures, then switch into flats. What ended up happening?
Well, I got there and then I was taking photos. The ceremony was like 5 minutes from starting and I was like, I'm gonna change my shoes. And you were like, well, you can't now. And I was like, why? Like,
because the ceremony was starting. What are you gonna be changing into flip-flops?
No, it wasn't starting yet.
It was starting.
No, they just had to sit down.
For the ceremony,
yeah, but
correct.
It wasn't like people weren't walking down the aisles. Video cameras weren't on us.
I don't know about all that.
Oh my God, I've been puking in my mouth all day. It's been going great.
You want to talk about what happened in the car earlier?
We took Tofu for a ride.
That's not the only thing that happened in the car.
I probably farted.
I don't know, if you're grossed out by farts, now's not the time to watch the show. So Hayley gets into the car. It's weird because you would think that, hey, maybe I'm gonna just go ahead and rip ass outside of the car, then enter, because I know that my loving, caring husband is sitting inside, as well as my cat, who's trapped. So anyway, she gets in, I start pulling away from three people, and it must have been 10 seconds after I started moving the car, she's like, oh my God, I just farted. And in my head, I'm like, seriously? But I would decide to give her some grace because she's pregnant, right? Whatever. People fart. But then she goes like, oh, it was like a bad one too. I think I may have shit my pants. Now, for those of you guys that aren't married, when you're with somebody for long enough, you kind of get used to certain things. Them farting in their sleep on a regular basis. I'm used to it, right? So there's kind of levels to this shit. And I mean that metaphorically in this sense. She wasn't playing. Like, this one had some teeth. Like, like a punch in the face. It was like a wall of scent. As soon as it hit me, I was like, holy cow, that's bad. So I tried to roll down the windows, but then I realized I couldn't roll down the windows because Tofu was in the car and he was gonna jump out in the middle of Ventura Boulevard.
Can't have that.
So crack the windows and I'm trying to like look, like if the window's here, I'm trying to like look up and go like, you know, like suck in good air. Normal air. It also had legs and lasted the whole car ride home.
That's how whatever is going.
It makes for good comedy. If you can't laugh things like that off, maybe you're not ready to be married. That's my only advice.
Yeah, that's probably true. Are my muscles? Yep.
They never left. What did you split jerk the other day?
165 pounds.
It was only 165 pounds.
It's more than some people's
PR is 255.
My point is that like you made it look so pedestrian.
Well, yeah, because I was trying to film myself.
It's weird being at this stage because now we finished all the weddings. We finished everything that we're pretty much supposed to do this year other than Avatar coming out. You know when you have a meeting, like a business meeting, and you're supposed to meet somebody at like 2 p.m.? You're not gonna get anything productive done at like 1:45. You know?
Right.
I kind of feel like that's where we're at, where it's like, okay, anytime now she could decide to be born, and it's kind of like this weird purgatory that we're in where we're just waiting, you know?
Yeah, it's like I'm still ordering stuff, but it's not even gonna get here in time. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I have a follow-up question. How come when you decide to burp, you lean into the mic? You're like,
because I want to make sure it's heard.
why?
Well, because Weird to do it over here.
They have buttons for that. They have a cough button to where you can literally mute your mic if you had to cough. You'd be like, and like there would be no sound. Or like you're yawning, and like I don't understand that. Well,
I don't know. I feel like all the sound should be good quality sound. Also, I love daylight savings.
oh yeah, I didn't even know it was daylight savings time.
Josh thought he woke up so early after a wedding. And
Yeah, it was like 6.
yeah, he thought
I was like, dude, I'm killing it today on a Sunday.
on a Sunday after a
Yeah.
wedding. And then I was, man, that extra hour felt great. And he was like, what hour? Yeah, like fall back.
Do you think they should still do daylight
Yeah,
savings
I
time?
like it.
I like it too, actually.
Mixes things up.
Yeah, I can
don't
understand
know.
why
I don't-
people would be like, it's useless, but like,
Sure, but I like mixing things up.
yeah, I also like. There's almost like a mark of like, oh, this is what time of year it is, you know?
Yeah.
As if we don't have enough of those, but anyway.
I like when it gets dark earlier and it like gets light earlier.
I think that's because we tend to wake up earlier in general.
Yeah, well, you especially, but maybe me when this baby's gone. Who knows? I don't know what's happening. This baby, though, is like really uncomfortable.
Are you going to tell her stories about when you're pregnant, like consistently, or just wait until she asks about it?
It'll probably come up when we're fighting. Just
Right.
like, and I'm gonna be like, I held you in my stomach for 10 months. And it was awful. And I had abs and I had muscles and I had a good body. And now it is gone.
Make sure you work that into the speech when she gets married, or like her graduation ceremony,
Oh, for sure.
quinceañera.
A quinceañera. She's not having a quinceañera. What? You're like, she's a quarter Mexican. You think she should have a quinceañera?
I don't know. My sisters didn't have one, so.
What even makes you think that that like is maybe an option?
Well, if my sisters had one, I would want her to have it.
But they didn't.
Right.
So now I'm confused why you.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
said- She should have a bat mitzvah too.
Well, she's not Jewish,
My point exactly.
but she's quarter.
She could be a quarter
Mexican.
Jewish.
How do you?
I mean, there might
Based
be
on what?
someone in our family that was Jewish at one point. So
Who?
Who knows? Maybe your grandpa was Jewish at some point.
Nope.
She's gonna go to cotillion though.
Wait, cotillion? Why?
Do you know what cotillion is?
Yeah, it's where you learn like which fork goes where and like how to pull out a chair. It's like manners school, right?
Yeah. You know who else should have gone there? You. You should have gone there because nobody taught you manners.
What are you talking about? I have fantastic
You
manners.
will
I'm a
be-
perfect gentleman.
No,
No,
let's
no,
tell
no,
the
no,
world
no, no,
how
no,
you
no.
eat pasta.
Okay, you stick the fork in, you twirl it into a ball, and then you eat it.
You start stuffing your mouth.
When
You have to make sure that the fork has all the things wrapped around the fork. You don't just do like the top half and let the rest dangle and they go.
What part of
No.
cotillion is this? Is like noodles 101 or like is
Day
pasta like a
one.
specialized course or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I'm gonna major in hors d'oeuvres
Good. I don't care.
at cotillion.
Listen, you.
I got an A in pulling
I'm
chairs out.
just saying how to
I'm
pull
gonna
a chair
teach her
out.
manners. By the way, if you're so good at being cotilled,
I
then
didn't
maybe you should teach her.
My first boyfriend.
Why do you keep burping into the mic?
My first boyfriend taught cotillion classes.
I wonder what happened to that relationship.
It was in 8th grade. What are you referring to? Like, probably gonna watch this video.
Does he still teach cotillion?
I don't know. Possibly.
What was his name?
Brent.
Brent. Hey, Brent. Go and hit the subscribe button, Brent.
You're so dumb.
I know. All right, guys.
He probably doesn't eat his pasta though, like you. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye.